If you sleep, you'll get slept on. You'll get slept on.
In the content,
Are these real people?
Old clips of Tana saying the N-word herself and felt she used it
What
in
is
a
that?
spirited way.
Nihilism?
But she didn't use the.
Tana
Is this
just
real?
dramatized the
No, I
entire
mean-
situation by saying she was.
Like, I just can't believe. I just can't. It's just hard. It's hard for me to understand. It's hard for me to understand. Are you hearing this? It's just hard for me to believe that this is actually real.
I don't know what to do, you know? I'm just, and he's just
Like, I mean, you know, these people do this for money, right?
Creepiest, most terrifying.
You guys know these people
No,
all
this
have
is
a
the
business plan
absolute
together and they
genius
do this
of
for
Ida.
money,
She
right?
banked
You guys
on the
know
fact
that,
she would
right?
embellish everything.
He said it did not cost me anything! If I say, tell me about your childhood trauma, and you tell me the worst thing that happened to you in your entire life, and then I tell you, well, you know that 9-year-old girl is still there, and you're trying to protect her, and you burst into tears, it will look like that I could read you, but actually I'm just asking you where your wound is and sticking a knife in it.
I think there must be something wrong with me, Linus. Christmas is coming, but I'm not happy. I don't feel the way I'm supposed to feel. Just don't understand Christmas, I guess. I like getting presents and sending Christmas cards and decorating trees and all that, but I'm still not happy. I always end up feeling depressed.
Charlie Brown, you're the only person I know who can take a wonderful season like Christmas and turn it into a problem. Maybe Lucy's right. Of all the Charlie Browns in the world, you're the Charlie Browniest.
And what that comes from is I had an uncle that went to jail for murder when I was a kid, and he didn't do it, and he got out of jail after 20 years of being in jail for murder. That's a true story. You can look it up. It's the Raymond Tempest murder trial, and where that whole like sentiment, the lack of sentiment, lack of sappiness comes from on that end specifically, is I watched my whole family cry themselves to death over like this terrible thing that happened to our family, and my dad was like, "Fuck that shit! Turn your back on it, don't ever look back." And I was just like, got it, and I just, and I never paid attention, watched a whole family cry. Just non-compassionate, ice-cold piece of shit. It is what it is. PTSD, call it whatever you want, but I think it's a decent attribute, and I'll stand behind it as far as that shit. Like, you know, you watch people die of heroin right in front of you, it happens. Sorry, you shouldn't have taken heroin.
You gotta cut bait.
Yeah.
And just go.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man, just get out of there.
I mean, yeah, people go through shit. You know what I mean? It's a crazy thing, and it's just when you watch people cry themselves to death or mourn themselves to death, you know the word I'm thinking of. I call them a you know what. And that's it. And it is what it is. Maybe it's a cold, unaffectionate, emotionally unaware person or some fucking drugstore psychology bullshit. I don't give a fuck. I'm fine. I can sleep at night.
That could come close to death right here.
Men didn't before have to worry about this. They can be silly, fat, funny, intellectual, hardcore, you know, sensual, all those different things, philosophical. But with women, they always have to be feminine, feminine, feminine. And what I like most is not everybody say this is the age of women or whatever. I think this is bullshit, you know. I just like to see women who can be characters and can be themselves. And number 1, 2, 3, they are what they are, and number 10, they happen to be women, in the same way as you happen to be Spanish and I happen to be Icelandic, you know.
は好きですけど、結構嫌いなところもあります。
嫌いなところはどんなところですか？
自分が出てるところ。あんまり自分が好きになれないとなります。でもよく言われるのは自分が好きじゃない人っていうのは自分の理想が高いからだっていうのもよく言われるんですけど、なんかそれはそういう苦しみっていうのを分かってない人だと思いますよ。
Yeah, I was into my insects and shit like that, bugs and little boys. And I saw a butterfly, the size of my fucking hand. Butterfly, beautiful. And I was like chasing the butterfly. I gotta get it. And it went in the neighbor's yard that had wildflowers. He had a beautiful garden in like this big, not much of a yard, that type of shit. And I jumped over the fence and I must have stomped on every flower trying to catch this butterfly. And I dove on it and caught it. I fucked his flowers up and I fucked the butterfly up. Oh man. Then I put it in a jar. I was happy because I was able to say I caught it, but then it died. And I was like, Grandma beat me for that. I told her to go to my yard. It might have been more for show than anything else. You know what I mean? But I killed the most prettiest thing I'd ever seen in my life because I wanted to keep it for myself.
My name is Bjork, and your television is just about to explode!